Burnout is a term we hear a lot these days, especially in the context of academics and work. It's that overwhelming feeling when you're just running on empty, and it can sneak up on you when you least expect it. So why does it happen? Well, it often stems from a combination of high expectations, relentless pressure, and the constant hustle culture we live in. Whether it's the demands of school, the pressure to excel at work, or even the need to maintain a perfect social life, it all adds up. When you're in the thick of it, burnout feels like a heavy fog. You wake up tired, even after a full night's sleep. Tasks that once excited you now feel like climbing a mountain. You might find yourself procrastinating, feeling detached, or even questioning your abilities. It's like your brain is saying, "I can't do this anymore," while your body is screaming for a break. The emotional toll can be just as heavy. Anxiety, irritability, and a sense of hopelessness can creep in, making it hard to find joy in anything. You might feel isolated, as if no one else understands what you're going through. But here's the thing, you're not alone. Many people experience this, and recognizing it is the first step toward healing. So, how do we start to heal? First, it's crucial to acknowledge your feelings. Don't brush them aside. Talk to someone you trust, friends, family, or even a professional. Sharing your experience can lighten the load. Next, prioritize self-care. This isn't just a buzzword, it's essential. Make time for activities that recharge you, whether that's reading, exercising, or simply taking a walk in nature. Setting boundaries is another key aspect. Learn to say no when you need to. It's okay to step back from commitments that drain you. And remember, perfection is an illusion. Embrace the idea that it's okay to be good enough. Lastly, consider mindfulness practices. Techniques like meditation or deep breathing can help ground you and reduce stress. They allow you to reconnect with yourself and find clarity amidst the chaos. Burnout is tough, but it's not insurmountable. By taking small, intentional steps, you can begin to reclaim your energy and passion. It's a journey, but every step counts. I wake up every day feeling like I'm dragging a weight behind me. It's not just tiredness. It's this constant fatigue that never seems to lift. I sit at my laptop, staring blankly, and I can't even remember the last time I felt excited about anything. Everything feels dull, like I'm just going through the motions. I've achieved so much, yet I still feel like I'm not good enough. My mind is a foggy mess, and I can't focus. Sometimes, I get these headaches or stomach issues that just won't quit. It's exhausting. I know I need to manage this stress, but it feels like I'm stuck in a loop and nothing seems meaningful anymore. Every day feels like a race. As a student, I'm drowning in competitive grades and parental expectations, constantly comparing myself to others on Instagram and LinkedIn. The fear of failure looms large, and I'm pressured to have my life figured out by 21. Then, as a working professional, it doesn't get easier. Unrealistic deadlines and overloaded responsibilities blur the lines between work and personal life. Job insecurity is always in the back of my mind, while hustle culture screams at me to keep grinding. This pressure is invisible to the outside world, but inside, it's crushing. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness. It's as if our worth is measured by how many tasks we can juggle at once. When did we start equating our value with our productivity? It's a dangerous mindset, one that leads to toxic productivity. Think about it. We feel guilty for taking a break, as if resting is a sign of weakness. We skip meals, fueled by caffeine and deadlines, convincing ourselves that we'll eat later, only to find ourselves too exhausted to even think about food. Our hobbies, once a source of joy, morph into side hustles, pressured to generate income rather than simply provide pleasure. This relentless drive to produce can feel like a badge of honor, but it's a double-edged sword. The more we push ourselves, the more we risk burnout. We say yes to every request, every opportunity, even when our bodies are screaming no. We ignore the signs, fatigue, irritability, anxiety, until they become overwhelming. Burnout isn't just about feeling tired. It's a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. It creeps up on us, often disguised as a busy schedule or a packed to-do list. And when we finally crash, it's not just our productivity that suffers, it's our mental health. Anxiety and depression can take root, feeding off the very hustle we thought would lead us to success. That we need to redefine what success looks like. It's not about how much we can accomplish in a day, it's about balance. It's about recognizing that rest is not laziness, but a vital component of productivity. Taking a break can boost creativity and efficiency. It's okay to step back, to recharge, to say no when we need to. Let's challenge the narrative that our worth is tied to our output. Embrace the idea that it's perfectly fine to slow down, to prioritize self-care, and to find joy in simply being. Remember, you are not a machine. You are a human being, deserving of rest, joy, and fulfillment beyond just productivity. When burnout hits, life feels like it's slipping through my fingers. I wake up each morning, and it's like I'm staring at a foggy mirror. I can't focus anymore. It's as if my mind is a jumbled mess, and every thought feels like it's wrapped in cotton. I used to be excited about my projects, my hobbies, even my relationships. Now, everything feels dull, like a faded photograph. I catch myself saying things like, "Nothing excites me." It's a strange feeling, realizing that the things that once brought me joy now feel like chores. I scroll through my phone, mindlessly tapping on apps, searching for something, anything, to pull me out of this haze. But all I find is more noise, more distractions that only deepen the fog. I feel like I'm falling behind in life. Everyone else seems to be moving forward, achieving their goals, while I'm stuck in this endless loop of exhaustion. I look at my friends, and they're thriving, and I can't help but feel like I'm watching from the sidelines, paralyzed. It's not just stress. It's this overwhelming absence of motivation, a loss of identity. I used to know who I was, what I wanted. Now I'm just here. There are days when I just want to disappear for a while. I think about what it would be like to escape, to step away from all the expectations, the responsibilities. I cry, but I don't even know why. It's like a dam has broken inside me, and all these emotions are flooding out, but they don't have a clear source. I feel lost in a sea of confusion, and it's terrifying. I dread every morning. The thought of facing another day feels heavy. I wake up and think, what's the point? I know I should be grateful for the little things, but gratitude feels like a distant memory. I want to shake off this feeling, to reclaim my passion, but it's like trying to catch smoke with my bare hands. I've started to realize that this isn't just about being tired. It's about reconnecting with myself. It's about finding the spark that's been buried under layers of fatigue and disillusionment. I need to take a step back, to breathe, to give myself permission to feel whatever it is I'm feeling. Maybe it's okay to not be okay for a while. I'm learning that it's okay to seek help, to talk about what I'm going through. I don't have to navigate this alone. It's a journey, and while it feels daunting, I know that there's a way through this fog. I just have to take it one step at a time, rediscovering the things that once made me feel alive. It's time to start peeling back the layers and finding the person I used to be, or maybe even a new version of myself. There is no instant fix for burnout, but healing is absolutely possible. Let's dive into how you can start this journey. First, acknowledge where you are. Say it out loud. I am burnt out. I need rest. This isn't a sign of weakness. It's a recognition of your humanity. We all have limits, and admitting you need a break is the first step toward healing. Next, set realistic goals. It's time to do less. Focus on what truly matters to you. If your to-do list has only 2 items, that's perfectly okay. Prioritize those tasks that align with your values and let go of the rest. Remember, you don't need to be busy to be productive. Creating healthy boundaries is crucial. Turn off notifications after work hours. Give yourself permission to say no without feeling guilty. You're not a machine, you're a person with needs. Protect your time and energy fiercely. Now, let's talk about rest. Rest without guilt. Sleep, take a nap, watch a movie, or simply sit in silence. Understand that rest is not a luxury. It's a necessity for your well-being. You deserve this time to recharge, reconnect with joy. Engage in activities that make you feel alive. Read for fun, paint, walk barefoot in the grass, or call an old friend. Do something that seems useless but brings you joy. These moments of happiness are essential for your healing process. Finally, talk to someone. You don't have to navigate this alone. Reach out to a friend, a counselor, or a therapist. Sharing your feelings in a safe space can help diminish the weight of burnout. Remember, it's okay to seek support. Healing is a journey, not a race. Take it one step at a time and be gentle with yourself. You're on the right path. We live in a world that often glorifies hustle and grind, where the idea of rest can feel like a luxury we can't afford. But let's take a moment to reflect on something crucial. Your worth is not tied to your productivity. It's easy to get caught up in the cycle of constant doing. But remember, you are allowed to pause. You are allowed to protect your peace. Think about it. When was the last time you truly took a moment for yourself? To breathe, to reflect, to simply be? In our fast-paced lives, we often forget that rest is not a sign of weakness. It's a vital part of our well-being. It's in those quiet moments that we recharge, regain clarity, and reconnect with ourselves. That if you're feeling overwhelmed, this is your reminder. It's okay to step back. It's okay to say no. It's okay to prioritize your mental health. You don't have to keep pushing through the exhaustion. Instead, embrace the stillness. Allow yourself to enjoy the simple things: a walk in nature, a warm cup of tea, or even just a few deep breaths. Journaling can be a powerful tool during these times. Write down your thoughts, your fears, your dreams. Let the ink flow freely, and watch as the weight of the world begins to lift. You'll find that by giving yourself permission to rest, you create space for creativity and inspiration to flourish. So, take this moment to acknowledge your feelings. If you're feeling burnt out, it's not a sign of failure. It's a signal that you need to take care of yourself. Remember, the world won't stop spinning if you take a break. In fact, you might find that when you return, you're more focused and energized than ever. You are not alone in this struggle. Many of us are navigating the same challenges, feeling the same pressures. But together, we can redefine what it means to be productive. Let's celebrate rest as an essential part of our journey, not an afterthought. So, breathe deeply. Allow yourself to pause. And remember, your value is inherent, not measured by your output. If this video resonated with you, take a moment to pause and breathe. Life can feel overwhelming, and it's easy to think we're falling behind or not measuring up. But let's be real, everyone has their own pace. It's perfectly okay to feel tired. We often push ourselves to keep going, but sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is to allow ourselves to rest. Think about it. When was the last time you truly took a break? Not just a quick scroll through your phone, but a real moment to recharge? Sharing this video with someone who might need this reminder can be a small act of kindness that makes a big difference. You're not alone in this journey. There are resources available that can help you navigate these feelings. Remember, it's not about racing to the finish line. It's about finding your own rhythm. So, take a deep breath. Give yourself permission to rest, and know that you're exactly where you need to be right now.